Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my show. Today is Friday, March 18th, 2022. And March Madness has come in. It's just coming in real strong. And, North Carolina beating Marquette, who beating. What's teaming on? What's happening here, folks? But it's actually unbelievable to see and watch what this what this is made of. I can't even think of the one bit that March Madness is here, and it's finally here, and it sure is, and it's a good thing that we have to see about today, and yes, it is. It is absolutely unbelievable, folks. So I want to see you, but first I want to see UNC basketball game. Yes, UNC beat Marquette 95-63 in the first round and advanced to face the Bella Bells. Now, all I do know is it's the March Madness thing, and Duke will face Duke basketball. See if that coming. Let's see if that comes out for us. Duke's basketball. Okay, let's see. Duke basketball team will face Cal State for Fullerton. Starts at 17 on CBS. And Duke favorite to win. Yes. Yes, we all know it's Coach K's final game for Will, and he has been the great time. He had the best time in his career. He had the best time in his career, and for sure, and that's on it bounds. So what's going to happen now? The Duke basketball team is going to win tonight in the first round. They're going to the second round. UNC is in it. They're on the second round. And yes. Anyway, so first, I do know is in if you if you know how to do, you know how to do. That's what we have playing, and that's what we already been playing. So anyway, all I have to do is do it. All I have to do is show it. But each and everything. Gotta show everything, folks. For all I know. So, boy, how am I gonna do all this every single time? First, what I do know is everything can happen. Everything can happen for no reason. No need to worry, and no need to step up to it. So anyway, yeah, we always know it. Knows how it do happen so far. It do happen so fast. So that's why I had to step up to it. Yeah, gotta step up to it. And first, as I know, I'm gonna be doing the mud wrestling thing. Yep, I'm gonna be doing the mud wrestling thing pretty soon. Gonna do something fun this summer. Gonna do something nice, as I know. Yeah, can't make it about it. I'm probably gonna do more wrestling thing this year. Yeah, sure is. People are gonna be fun. I'm serious. I'm very serious. That's what I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. But anyway, oh hi yes. So anyway, let's go to Google and let's go to CNN. As you might know, you might say, well, I'm not gonna go into that. I know everything about this and that. So what it is, we'll be watching soon. I want to have this about wrestling day. Yes, yeah, no. I mean, look, things are not. Things are gonna work for me. It's gonna work for me for real. I think things are. It's gonna work for me for real because I love to. It's gonna work for me for real, and I can't even take my ass off for real for one reason. No, yeah, all I know is it's gonna work for me for real because I always know things will happen. Things will finally happen for real, and I know it. Yeah, I know. I'm just doing some stuff, and I know what I'm doing. And I'm planning on doing. But should I get back to the shall we? Okay, folks. Okay. All right. Now here's the deal, folks. We all know about this stuff that going on that comes out around the comes out of my mind. I'm probably gonna do more wrestling party for sure. Yes, that's the one I'm doing this summer. Hopefully, if it gets bell for real, it's getting bell. But they talking about the swords and you know. Anyway, so we taking the whole stuff going on and again, and hey, that's that's what I always know, and that's why I know everything about bell for real, right for real. No need to talk about for sure. So anyway, I went to work this morning, and things kind of get tough, and it got kind of got rough for me. And I got a whole lot of stuff that I'm doing, and this and that, and it's all it matters. And sometimes I get a little bit frustrated, and I'm doing more things, making the eggs and making ice and doing ice and tea for real. And yes, it is. But then anyway, things are doing okay. Now I'm at home. Yeah. And it's what it is. So anyway, now let's go to the news, shall we? Um, Now we do learn that the coronavirus thing is not gonna go away. And my daughter seeks, continue. We might get another booster shot. We might get the second booster shot for real. And as you might say, you might see, as you always know, the thing, it looks like it's getting high right now. It's getting high right now. Anyway, The numbers are still going down, and now all we had here, what we had in Granville County for us. Now let's take a look. What we had in Granville County, we had 14,166 cases, total cases plus nine, and 111 deaths. And then in North Carolina, we got total cases of 2.62 million. That brings plus 1,236 and 25 plus deaths. That brings up 23,040. Okay, we're here to talking about now. Here's an update of Governor Ward Cooper. Okay, and it reads this time around. Said first now you can now look at this now. Now we just said yesterday. Now yesterday, Governor Ward Cooper painting a picture of a state that was hit hard by COVID-19, but successfully responds to the damage the virus created. Today we can look forward with the belief that the worst is behind us. And as we look ahead, it's important to take stock of how far we come, Cooper said. In total, COVID 19 killed more than 23,000 people in North Carolina. For every life lost, there were, there were loved ones left in mourning. Plus, so many more people caught the virus to varying degrees or severely, but some still suffering in lasting health problems. Now, Will Cooper talks next steps in COVID 19. That was yesterday. Now, according to Cooper, North Carolina was among the lowest states for COVID 19 deaths and job loss per capita. Remains the right choice. We got our children back in schools. We keep our economy going. We save lives, Cooper said. The government's press conference came as COVID 19 cases numbers continued to decline and North Carolina counties continuing to relax and lift mass mandates. It says it's time to chart the new course. This virus will still be with us, but it won't destroy us. We must remain prepared for the potential of future source through Cooper warned. And despite the discretionary measures, the White House is expressing concerns over the lack of COVID 19 federal funding, which they say can impact service and treatments in the future for things like testing and treatments for unsensitive individuals. That fund is going to run out in the coming weeks. It's going to run out in the coming weeks, and as early as next week, providing may turn away folks who don't have insurance because there's no funds from help and human service to pay for them, says Dr. Cameron Webb, and senior advisor to the White House COVID 19 response team. Early this month, 35 Republican senators, including Richard Bard and Tom Tillis, requesting Tennessee in a letter to President Biden, writing in part, before we consider supporting an additional $30 billion for COVID relief, Congress must receive a full account of how the governor has already spent the full $6 trillion. We share charts and graphs, detailed information on how every dollar has been spent since January of this year. Contra Rap, Contour Rap. During his press conference Thursday, Governor Cooper called the money, quote, wow, we're already seeing a 30% decrease in mortal in-time body treatment we receive from the federal government. Now we can manage that now because benefits are low. But that's the kind of thing we really can't afford, Cooper explained. This all comes as case of being gaining to tick up in several countries in Europe and Asia. As the board transferred the message of Omicron survivor BA.2 now accounts for about cases in the United States. Dr. Corner Wolf asked, an infectious disease specialist at Duke, does it believe there's a need to alter our measures at this time? They'll stress in the importance of being prepared. Antibody enforcers, upfront anti-drugs, testing capillars, the kind of things that we had anticipated we will correct in the if we see another source. To cut that finding out now because we're improving it that ignores less than we should have learned for 2021, when we saw Delta rapidly, says Ruff. So what they talked about was what's the stuff that about the new variant. The new variant is gonna come. And now we know what it means. And now you know it's gonna come soon, and now you know what it means. Now the new here's the new variant force that we always talking about. And it's going to get worse in the coming weeks. Now, as we might say, experts feel that COVID-19 cases in the United States will rise in the next few weeks as the new BA.2 variant continues to spread. That's from the Carolina.
COVID-19 and Dr. Anthony Fauci saying an uptick in cases is likely. Fauci says that's because of the spread of the Omicron subvariant BA.2. It accounts for around a quarter of new cases in the U.S. Experts say BA.2 is more contagious, but it doesn't appear that it's more severe than the original Omicron variant. Fauci says Americans will have to be flexible if a surge happens, and protective measures have to be put back in place. Let's take a look.
Okay, look at this. That's what he says. Now, experts feel that COVID-19 cases in the United States will rise in the next few weeks as the new BA.2 variant continues to spread. Data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows BA.2.2, which is a subvariant of Omicron, has been tripling in prevalence every 2 weeks. As of the week ending on March 11th, BA.2 makes up 23.1% of all COVID cases in the U.S. compared to 7.1% of all cases in the week ending February the 26th, according to the CDC. Although the original Omicron variant still makes up the majority of Americans' COVID infections, its prevalence has dropped over the same period from 74.5% to 66.1%. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the national top infection disease expert, said given the growing prevalence of BA.2, he says case will increase within the next month. Wow. And then it says the numbers that we have seen is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable what we have seen. It says, I would expect that we might see an uptick in case here in the U.S. because only a week or so ago, the CDC came out with their manufacturing of their measures for what will be recommended for masking indoors, and much of the country right now is in the zone where masking indoors is not required. First told ABC affected KGTV Wednesday. First announced that he believes BA.2 will become the dominant variant in the country, surpassing the original Omicron variant. Several European countries, such as Finland, France, Germany, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom, have reported a spike in COVID-19 over the last couple of weeks. In the UK, 93,943 cases were recorded Wednesday, according to Johns Hopkins University, more than double the 45,303 recorded 2 weeks early. A European has been an important sign of what we can expect in the U.S., says Dr. John Bronstein, an oncologist at Boston Children's Hospital and ABC News contribution. Rising infections and increasing environment prevalent and a slow booster rollout is likely to be a sign of the source. Whether this will be a no wave or small bump, we don't know yet. Last month, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson announcing that any remaining COVID 19 measures in England would be dropped so the country could move into a new phase of the pandemic, which has he is starting as living with COVID. Several European countries following suit, as did the US, which eased masking guidance for 70% of the country, including for schools. Fasten said he is encouraging that BA.2 does not appear to cause more severe disease, but warning if the U.S. exported another COVID wave, Americans must be willing to adopt the measures and measures, and other experts agree. Now, what we're seeing now is the importance of being able to off ramp into the visitors as cases up and how they need to retarded it as they come back. Bornstrom said this might mean masking in social curtain setting and spending less time in indoor settings in environments where we know the virus can spread quickly. Dr. Ali McDonald and Eliza nurses at the University of Washington Institute for Health Masters and never lectured in Seattle. So he hopes that the U.S. government also has a plan to distribute COVID-19 antivirals in the case of the SARS. These medications are life saving, and if someone is diagnosed early on and they take these intolerance medications, they're not going to end up in a hospital and die from it. And he told ABC News, so it will really reduce the burden of COVID-19. So how did it says? Well, we don't really don't know what's going to happen, and what we really don't know who's going to go to this. I mean, the COVID-19 is not going anywhere, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's not going to end. We had a new BA 2.2 variant, and that is what it has to say. That's what they said about this right now. I don't know for sure. Yes, you just said this and that, this and that, this and that. Now it's coming. It's coming for this and it's coming for that. All I do know is how. How do we going to stop it? How do we going to do it? How, why not? We don't know for sure. But anyway, we had, uh, we had the coronavirus. We had, the new variant, Delta variant, Omicron variant, and the BA.2 variant. I don't know. But anyway, you know how it is. And we had just launched now less a day. Here we had 13-year-old was in the wheel of the pickup truck that swirling in front of the van carrying
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Get Spectrum Internet.
Hush. Now, as we might say, we had 13-year-old was at the wheel of the pickup truck that swirled in front of the van carrying the University of the Southwest men and women's golf teams killed 9 people, including the undragged driver, according to the. Yeah.
Uh, when you're done, can you take me to my house? Because my mom asked me to ask you if you could.
Oh, okay. Okay. Right there. Now, As we always know now, I don't think Leo was the real. Now, quicker for us now. We had adulting Leo was at the wheel of the pickup truck that swerved in front of the van carrier, the University of the Southwest men's and women's golf teams, killing 9 people, including unrelated driver, according to the National Transport and Safety Board. Now, 6 members of the team and the head coach were killed in the crash. 2 remain in critical condition at a Texas hospital. NTSB Ranch Chairman Bruce Lansdale told reporters that the Dodge 2500 Ram pickup truck driven by the team was traveling northbound near Maryland, Texas on Tuesday night, when crossing to the southbound lane and colliding head-on with the 17-seat passenger van carrying the golf teams. The truck's left front tires was a spur that fell and caused the vehicle to pull hard left and crossing to the opposing lane, according to the NTBSB, and to register to the 13-year-old, whose name was not released. A 38-year-old man, Harris Stoner, was in a Dodge pickup, but were killed. Both were killed. Okay. Now, as well as the coach, Taylor James, and 6 golfers in a passenger van, the players who died were identified as Marcos Sanchez of Mexico, Travis Garcia at the age of 19, of Pasadena, Texas, Jackson Zane, age of 22, of Winter West Mineral, Colorado, Curtis Rains, 21, of Fort Stockton, Texas, Lacey Stone, age of 18, of North Texas, and Hanga Session, 18, of Pogard. Now, the 2 passengers in the team van who survived in the wreck, Dayton Price, 19, amid silence and terror, and had an unhair in the age of 20, and observation of terror remains hospitalized as of Thursday in Lubbock, Texas, according to the University of Southwest. Investigators were able to determine the team was in the driver's seat bases on the side of the remains truck, inside the truck, according to Lansfield. That's sad. That's very sad. That's what's happened. Things happen like this, and I mean, it's what's happening here was very, very scary, but it's a sad time here in Texas to all the golfers and the players and everybody in high school. But anyway, in the universities, but it is what it is. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family that lost their lives here in the truck incident. All right, it's time for us to go, and I had a great time. Hope to see you Monday. Until then, this is Judge Crudup. Peace out, everybody. Love you.